Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Again, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Guys, we've got Remy on the table. Once again, Remy is really matted today, as you can see. And we are basically going to do a really short cut on Remy. We're gonna buzz him down. Probably gonna do the shortest cut we have ever done on him. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to shave these mats down. I'm gonna try to use a 5F here. If not, I might resort to a 7F on his back and down his sides. So we're going to be using a 5F, a 7F possibly, definitely a 10 blade, and we're going to do some snap-on work on his face and head area. But when we're working with a dog who's very matted, we want to find a spot where we can get the blade down underneath to get underneath. So you wouldn't want to start here because you're not going to get a blade through here. It's just going to kind of, dig there, and it's not going to make any, leeway. So we want to find a spot such as here where we can start and get under that mat. Okay. So that's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to try to do a 5F, like we said, see if that works. Again, if I can't get through with this 5F, I'm going to go to a 7F. But let's see. Just trying to make a little starting point. See, now I can get under that mat, you see? Now that blade will get right underneath the mats. I'm going to try to get this mat off in one piece to show you how big that mat is. Good boy, Rems. It's okay. So here, it's just coming off now. So there you go. It's the one huge mat right there. That was just lying right here on his back. You can see that it's all just one piece. So once you make that initial cut underneath that mat, now you can kind of breeze through. And the reason why I'm going side to side is because I'm trying to maximize getting the matting off. So the 5F, this is a 5F, it's working pretty good. So I'm just gonna come right down to his tail and his butt area. Here. And like I said, we're going to try to leave those legs a little. Good boy, Remy. Hi, baby boy. It's okay. I know. Go ahead, Bubba. Remy's such a good dog. Trying to keep his face away from the clipper. But there's just the initial look that we're going for. Like I said, I'm going to try to maybe leave a little skirt on him. These legs are a little matted too, but I'm going to piece out these mats and brush out, the legs. And basically that's, what we're shooting for. Just to give him a little bit more personality. The other part that we're going to work on is his head. His head is very matted also, but we're going to pull this top knot out here, and we're going to get all of that. See all this matting here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut through this rubber band here, get that out, because this is all matted here. Okay, so we're just leaving this for the time being because this is just one solid mat here, guys, this top knot. But I'm going to work around his neck area. I'm going to take him out of the loop for a sec so I can work behind him. And I'm just going to, again, find a starting point. Like you see how this just isn't going through, so I'm going to move that mat over. You see, sometimes if you're cutting into a mat, it won't go through. Just going to move that over through the neck area, down the back of his neck. It's hard to figure out what is what with all this hair. So, you know, I'm again using my hands a lot, using my left hand to feel what's going on and where I'm cutting and to support the dog. So if you notice, I'm always doing this with my fingers to guide, and the dogs will get trained in that way. This is part of, you know, training your dog to be groomed, which we talk about a lot. Notice how I'm holding him here so that I can hold his head still, because if not, then, you know, he's just going to be wiggling his head around. And I'll use these two fingers to just kind of position him, okay? And then you, like, let's say I want to do behind the ear here, I will do a quick move and just kind of go like this and then hit the spot that I want to get to, you see? Like that, and then maybe do this and again hit the spot that I want to get to. So it's a lot of positioning, guys. And as you get practice and you do it for many, many years, like I have, it just becomes second nature. Okay, so I'm going to put him back in the loop now. This way he's not dive bombing off the table. And I could just start to clear a little bit of this out while I'm here. And I know some people might say, oh, you're pulling on the dog, but I'm not pulling on the dog. I'm not, notice like I'm giving him all, if he wants to move his head, I'm going with him. I'm not yanking his head or pulling his ear. I'm just literally just supporting it and moving it forward, you know, because I can't see. You see, from my point of view, I can't see where I'm cutting. So even down here, I'm moving this ear out of the way just so I can get there. Okay, so I'm going to switch to a 10 blade real quick and start to piece out a little bit of the face here. So now I got a 10 blade and a 15 blade. So I'm going to try to get out under his eyes real quick. It's okay, Rem. Okay. Initially. Good boy, Rems. Okay, and then what I'm also going to do here is I'm going to start to just kind of piece out the matting, blend it off, and just thin this mat out. And splice with my 10 blade. And you want to be careful doing this, guys. You know, I'm doing it quickly, like I said, because I have to get it done, and I don't want to lose Remy's patience either. So what I'm doing is just splicing through, and trying to leave as much as I can on. It's okay, Remy. So I want to get it to a point where I can just kind of start, good boy, Remy, you wagging. Start pulling some of it apart, you see? And now that I pulled it apart, now I can get a brush through. So now we're going to get the brush through. And I still may have to do a little pulling apart. Again, I don't want to yank or, you know, pull his fur too hard to hurt him. I try to do everything with the dog's comfort in mind. I don't like yanking on dogs. It hurts them. Don't yank on your dog. If it takes a little extra time, then you just take the extra time and you do it. And you know, if anything, it takes extra time and then you charge more. Don't try to bang out dogs. Like right here, huge mat in the ear. So I'm going to just kind of, it's okay, Bubba. It's okay, Rems. It's okay. There we go. That was too much of a mat to brush through. Good boy, Remy. Get you on the face here. So what I do here is just corner. I'm holding him here, and then we just switch off and we do this. You see, and you could see how Remy is just anticipating, because he knows. I've been doing him for so long, he just knows. He just offers up his face because, you know, he just knows what to do. And he's just a well-trained, sweet, sweet Shih Tzu. I've been doing him since he's a puppy. He's one of my favorite dogs. Once we've dematted the head area, we get to this point where we can actually just, you know, start to scissor up the face and give him a cute face, which we're gonna do in the end. You see, it's okay, Remy. Good boy, good boy. Good boy. And we're just gonna go over this again for his finish. You know, we can scissor up his ears a little bit initially, you know, but again, we're doing a shortcut on Remy today, and basically that's what we're doing. So we're just gonna finish up, and we'll get him in the tub, and then we'll show you him finished in the end. Okay? Good boy, Rems. Good boy. So after Remy's bath and fluff dry, we went back over him with the 5F blade. We also went ahead and did some blending off his legs and skirt with a number 2 snap-on comb. And we did some scissoring of his feet, head, face, and tail. In this video, we demonstrated how to shave down a matted dog. Just by leaving some hair in certain areas, you can still obtain a cute or stylish look. That's going to do it for this one. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.